Jubilette! What are you gonna say? What are you gonna make us sad for?
It's you two. Did Miss Navia invite you to come pay your respects to her father?
See.
Mm-hmm. We ran into Navia on the streets today, so we just followed her here.
I see. Then is there something that I can help you with?
Or a trace mechanism. Okay, I'm joking.
Well, it's pretty hard to run into you like this since you're usually super busy. So we figured we could try to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
Please feel free. Though outsiders, you helped us solve one of the greatest mysteries in Fontaine, and it would be my pleasure to return the favor.
Aww. Okay. About water from the primordial sea.
So, at court, the bad guys referred to that special water as water from the primordial sea, but what is it really?
Truthfully, that name is already quite accurate. I can only surmise that Vacher and his ilk only learned of its nature and existence after extensive research. There used to be a special sea on the surface of this planet.
Oh?
The nature of its seawater was rather different from that of the sea we know today. Most of Tevat's life forms were first born in that special sea. You could say it nurtured much of the life on this planet.
Oh, interesting.
So it really was where everything began. It makes sense to call it primordial then.
Makes sense.
But today, the primordial sea no longer exists on the planet's surface. What Vacher discovered must have been some kind of special case, or a remnant from a truly ancient age.
And that's why it was so hard to figure out.
So that's how it is. Oh, you really know everything, Monsieur Neuvillette. But if that's the case,
Monsieur?
then why would people, at least people from Fontaine, dissolve in that kind of water?
Good question.
Indeed. Why would the primordial sea, which was known to engender and nurture life, suddenly reverse itself and devour life instead? To be frank, that also doesn't match my understanding of this world and its laws. There must still be some unknown secrets around the people of this land.
Well, we keep talking about the prophecy,
anything else you'd like to ask me about?
Oh, perfect timing. Right. About the prophecy that has been circling around Fontaine.
That the sea levels will rise and everyone will be dissolved in water, leaving Furina crying alone on her throne, but the sins of the people will be finally washed away for good. Does that appropriately summarize the version you've heard?
Yes.
That's right! It was Linny that told us back then. And that about covers all the main points.
Yes, up to the present, I think we reached a point where we have no choice but to confront this prophecy directly.
Yeah.
Rumors have it that this prophecy is rooted in the last words the former Hydro Archon left to the world before she passed away.
Oh no, we're not having another
prophecy?
fucking Ruka Devata situation.
Wow. This is the first time that we've ever heard of it.
Oh, please don't be another Greater Lord Ruka Devata and Nahida situation, because I swear to fuck I will cry.
Two parts of the prophecy have already proven correct.
Yep.
The rising sea levels and the ability of the people of Fontaine to be dissolved. We should be more vigilant and stay on the watch for further signs. Speaking of the prophecy, Furina has also always taken it quite seriously. Indeed, she has been collecting information and intelligence from across Tevat for this purpose. If the rumors were true, then perhaps this prophecy is the conundrum left to Furina by her predecessor.
Oh.
But with Furina being the way she is, can we really trust her to solve it?
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
Change the subject, Nouvellette. Okay. About child.
My apologies. My investigation has still not reached its conclusion. However, I still believe the judgment of the Oratrice was not rendered arbitrarily.
But you also said you thought he was innocent.
There'll be
For
something
many
else going on.
years, I have been quite aware that the Oratrice does not simply mechanically repeat the verdict that I give on each case. As a divinely created mechanism, the people's unified faith in the concept of justice is integrated into it. Not only can it produce the incredible power of indemnitium, but it likely also possesses other traits, such as self-awareness. Which is all to say, I've been prepared for a situation like this for a long time.
Yeah, it just seems very odd that it's happened now, you know?
So when Linny told us that he heard a human voice from the room where the Oratrice's core is stored...
I was not aware such a thing had occurred. Perhaps that could serve to prove my conjecture. I will add that to the list of items to investigate. In any case, I am inclined to believe that the Oratrice does have a methodology all its own. We just do not have enough information. Based on Furina's reaction, I doubt even she had any idea what was going on. She managed to bluff her way through it, though, with her time-tested twin tricks of bravado and drama.
Yep.
While we do intend to get to the bottom of this, for now, we regret to say that the Fatui Harbinger will just have to bide his time in the fortress of Meripede.
That's where Riosley is, right?
If we did incorrectly convict him of crimes he did not commit, we will most certainly compensate him to the fullest extent allowed by the law.
If you ask Paimon, the only compensation he'll want is a no-holds-barred fight with you.
No, I want it with
Is there
Chlorand.
anything else you'd like to ask me about?
About my sibling.
Your sibling? Another blonde-haired traveler? I'm sorry, but I've never seen anyone who matches that description. If he ever stepped foot in Fontaine, I'm sure he followed our laws to the letter, and had no reason to appear on the stage of the opera Epicles. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
I have no more questions.
Very well. It was my honor to provide you with what answers I could. I very much enjoyed conversing with you.
Aww.
It will soon be time for me to leave this blissful tranquility behind and return to Palais Memoria.
You really are super busy, Monsieur Neuvillette. Paimon thought you only came here to pay your respects today because you had the day off.
Crime and villainy do not have the day off.
True.
And so justice must work around the clock as well. This is merely the nature of a justice's work.
All right. You've got a point. Huh? Paimon just noticed that the rain has stopped.
Okay. I should have probably added that into last episode, huh? My bad.
You know, we've been walking around for a while now. Why don't we go back to the Spina di Rosula base in the court of Fontaine and have a rest?
Let's bloody do it.
Nadia said something about having a place ready for us there. Didn't she? Come on, let's go!
Okay, but before we do that, I'm going to quickly grab this waypoint, because I need to come back here in the future. Okay, here we are.
Yep, here's the room, and it's empty and waiting for us, as promised. Navia is such a good person.
He is. It makes me worried.
Now that the serial disappearances case has been solved, no one's going to come after us for anything. Even without Silver standing guard, we can just completely relax.
I'm gonna call bullshit.
Why don't we stay and rest up here for a while? Even machines in Fontaine need to stop and recharge now and then.
If we wanted to rest, couldn't we pick somewhere with a decent view?
Oh, come on! This place isn't that bad. Besides, how often do we get to stay in an actual base?
Lumina's not taking shit. The truth, Paimon.
Oh, fine. Remember that detective story Paimon read before? Well, the author is about to release a new book, so Paimon wanted to buy it as soon as it came out and have a quiet place to read it.
Fair enough, just don't spoil the ending for me this time.
Then it's agreed. Come on, let's get some sleep. We'll need to be up first thing in the morning to get in line and buy a copy.
God damn it. Paimon sometimes reminds me of Psycho with her like enthusiasm for books and stuff.
Paimon didn't expect that style at all. Even though it's a detective novel, it's also like a social documentary. It's actually pretty good.
You're a pretty slow reader, Paimon.
No, Paimon just spends a bit more time sleeping than you, that's all.
Excuse me, but do you know if the Traveler and Paimon are lodging here?
Who's asking?
Huh? Who are you? Paimon doesn't recall seeing you before. Wait, you're not here to give us trouble, are you?
A blonde traveler and a chatty little fairy. Phew, looks like I found the place. Good thing I asked the Spina di Rosula. Seems they sent me the right way.
Okay.
Hey, what do you mean by chatty? Paimon's always careful not to talk too much. Most of the time, anyway.
It's an honor to meet you both. I was sent from the Palais Mermonia. Monsieur
Oh.
Neuvillette wishes to see you. It seems he has something important to discuss in person.
Information about my husband, because that'd be
Wants to
nice.
see us again already? Huh. We talked so much the last time we met. Has something happened since then?
Let's go find
I'm
out.
not privy to the details. It would be best if you came to the Palais Marmonia and asked Monsieur Neuvillette in person.
If you say so, but Hyman has a bad feeling about this.
As do I.
Now that I've delivered the message, I'll take my leave.
Thanks! We haven't left the room for a few days, so we'll head over once we've freshened up a bit.
Okay. Cool. To the stars shining in the depths. Oh, fucking A. What have we done? Who do we need to kill? I'm coming in! Ignore that Scaramouche just slammed his face into the door then. Right. Neuvillette!
We're here! Did you want to see us about something?
Oh no.
Huh? Why were you just standing there? You
This is not good.
daydreaming or thinking something over?
Yes, I did send someone to fetch you. But as for what I'd like to discuss next, well, I still have some reservations.
Given that we've already made the trip here, you should just tell us. Bet you need us to help you with something, right?
Okay, just before we go any further, I just want to give the quick disclaimer that I am avoiding the comments on the Fontaine videos right now, just because I do not want to be spoiled in any way, shape, or form. I want to realize things on my own end. So if you guys have commented on the last video telling me information, and and obviously I don't know it, I'm not deliberately ignoring you. As soon as Fontaine is caught up, I will be catching up with the comments.
I do indeed have something I'd like to ask you to do. However, you should wait until after I tell you the details, then decide for yourselves
I don't want
whether
to
you'd like to help or
do
not.
it.
The situation is this.
I'm listening.
If
Well-
I'm understanding you correctly, the Snezhnayan harbinger known as the Knave has essentially requested a diplomatic meeting with you, correct?
Oh no.
I heard that she was originally from Fontaine, but for her to suddenly arrive here
Oh,
and
wait.
abruptly request such a meeting like this, I
She's from...
sincerely advise
she's
you
from
to
Fontaine?
refuse her invitation outright.
Gonna be after the Gnosis.
I'm sure you're aware that her purpose is most likely related to Child's recent predicament. We convicted one of the Snezhnayan harbingers in a court of law, but we have yet to provide any form of detailed report on the matter. This does indeed provide an opportunity for Snezhnaya to put pressure on us. I believe we should adopt an evasive stance until we can provide a proper explanation and have a preliminary plan on how to deal with the matter.
No, we shouldn't. I think we should agree to the meeting.
Oh?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you see, we are the ones that owe an explanation. If we keep putting off the meeting, it could easily result in the problem escalating, right? It's like a fight between two friends. If they don't agree to see each other and talk in person, isn't it possible that the friendship could end entirely?
Yeah.
Though diplomatic relations between Fontaine and Snezhnaya could be considered as friendly, it is only superficially so. You wouldn't go so far as to say that our nations are friends, as you did in your example.
It was just an analogy. An analogy, okay?
Moreover, even if we were to talk in person, if we don't have sufficient information prepared, it is quite possible the result wouldn't be restored relations, but a complete falling out.
Yeah.
I don't think we should overthink those possibilities yet. Ahem. Even if the logic of the divine is not immediately apparent, its wisdom will only be revealed with time. Besides, you'll
Your
be
Furina's
at the
growing
meeting.
on me, I'm not gonna
If
lie.
any problems do pop up, you'll have no problem navigating them.
I must clarify that interacting and communicating with people outside of court is not my cup of tea. It seems you think too much of me. But more importantly, when did I agree to join the meeting with you?
You mean you won't come? No, that won't do. I can't go to the meeting alone. You have to accompany me. I must take you with me.
She is
Lady
so
Furina.
cute.
Could there be something else regarding this matter that is being kept from me?
No, not at all. Look, I am the Hydro-Archon of Fontaine, Focalor, the god of justice who is loved and adored by many. So I only hope that justice will be served in this matter. Don't overthink it. I'll go find someone to arrange the meeting.
The time for the meeting with the knave that Lady Furina insisted upon arrives.
Though it could officially be considered a diplomatic conference, I prefer to see our meeting today as an ordinary tea party.
He looks so fucking good.
I assume you see it the same way, Miss Furina?
Oh, that's a woman. Oh! Shit.
Lady Furina?
Yes, that's right. Just like you said, a tea party. I should thank you for providing the pastries. They look delectable. To make this tea party even more lively, I've invited someone else to join us today.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Monsieur Neuvillette. I was born in Fontaine, so naturally, there's no need to introduce the nation's revered Eudex to me.
I didn't know
Hello.
I didn't know the knave was
pleasure is
from
also
our
mine.
Fontaine.
First, I would like to thank the two of you. I'm often away on business outside of Fontaine, and I'm told that the children of the House of the Hearth have been well taken care of by you.
Who she's known as Father, right?
Oh, I'm not referring to when my children, Linny and Lynette, were falsely accused by you. Please don't misunderstand.
Fucking hell.
The children of the House of the Hearth are often misunderstood, perhaps due to the reputation of the Fatui. There's no getting around that. All I meant to say is that Fontaine has been stable in recent years. The people are well off and the children lead happy, fulfilled lives. That is something truly worth cherishing, and no one wishes to disrupt such peace.
Now then, you have come regarding the matter of child, correct?
Well, yes. It appears the ever-busy Eudex Neuvillette doesn't wish to waste time with diplomatic pleasantries.
Why
and
did you
hopes that we
why
can
did you
get
do it to
straight
my
the
boy?
point of our talk. Yes, as you surmised, understanding child's situation is indeed one of the goals of this trip. As we are both diplomats from
I wonder how she got like
as well as
the
Fatui
crosses in her
harbingers,
eyes.
Child and I have always been colleagues. Were
Yeah.
anything to happen in Fontaine, each of us would serve as the other's attorney to resolve the issue.
Right.
So now, in my capacity as his attorney, I request that child be turned over to Snezhnaya. We have a responsibility to cooperate with Fontaine and resolve what has happened to him together.
The rules governing attorneys only apply before a trial has concluded. Since a verdict has already been rendered, we see the case as settled. I apologize for being unable to grant your request.
Woo!
An outright refusal. Very well. I respect all the rules of Fontaine's courts, just as I respect you as Chief Justice.
But
Okay, why don't we back up a step? You don't need to transfer child to us. I only request to enter the fortress of Meripede to see child and confirm his condition.
Right. Okay, that's reasonable.
It's not like you couldn't even manage to fulfill a simple request like that. Right, Miss Furina?
Oh my gosh.
About that.
The fortress of Meripede has always been completely autonomous. Even we have no authority to interfere there, and diplomatic issues do not suffice as an excuse. However, if you absolutely must confirm the situation of the Harbinger, I have a proposal.
Which is us.
The knave showed up already? Well, Linny did say that father will be returning soon.
So hold on a minute. Are we gonna go to jail to bet on behalf of the knave to find out what's going on? Because if we are, I'm down, boys.